It's COP28 here in Dubai, meaning we have had 28 years of negotiating, our leaders coming together to talk about solutions from the impacts of climate change. But it is a different story for indigenous people and their customary lands. Now, Lucille Paru, an advocate for indigenous people, a certain group in Papua New Guinea called the Motu Koitabuans. She talks about how the impacts of climate change is affecting the indigenous people as well as their customary lands.
But in being the indigenous people of the land of which our capital city sits, the acknowledgement is not fully there. Other ethnic tribes that have come into the city more or less have made us a minority, and the struggles in terms of our children and our grandchildren's future, those who are unborn, how will we develop them? When we have lost our gardening areas, it has become somebody else's home. We haven't been fully compensated for the damages that we have had from losing our customs and cultures. Our language is disappearing. When it comes to Motu Koitabuan villages that are along the coastline, it is sad that we don't even have sewage facilities or sanitation to our villages. So you can see we're using the sea. And because of development pushing us back towards the sea, it is clamming us in the middle. We don't have our rubbish being picked up, it's being dumped into the sea. We are contributing to environmental damages. We are contributing to sea. The living mammals are having a hard time with plastic in the sea. So we know that. But what can we do when our government also is not helping us in providing the basic services of, hey, pick up our rubbish as well, not only the rest of the city. Really noted that Pacific Islanders work together. They can join hands on any agenda. Papua New Guineans, we really need to work on that. We really need to work on our hospitality, our public relations, not externally or internationally, but internally. Internally, we really need to work on how we progress things together as a nation. When you look at the Asian region, the Europeans, the Americas, they all have land. They have large continental land to deal with. When you look at the Pacific region, we are a blue ocean continent. We are more sea than land. The damages that they're doing in terms of pollution to the waters, we're facing it. We are the first that are going to disappear. I shed tears for Kiribati. In learning that they're moving to Australia. And if you're attached to your land, you will feel the pain of it, that they're not only going to leave Kiribati, they're leaving their homes. They're leaving everything behind. Their ancestors, their bones are going. They're not going to take anything with them. They're going to go to another country, and by the time their grandchild says, I'm from Kiribati, nobody will know, where did Kiribati. Where is it? The least people who have contributed to climate change. We don't have industrial plants. Yes, Papua New Guinea has a lot of mining, and we have damaged our oceans and we have damaged our rivers. But when you look at it at a personal note, the Pacific really needs to be addressed. And when they're talking about climate funding and climate finance, like you can see that, they see Asia and all these governments want to throw money over this way and throw money over that way, but they've forgotten that we haven't done anything to hurt them, but we are the ones who are going to die first because of them. And when I say die, I'm meaning it's not only a spiritual connection, it's everything in one.
Like other Pacific nations in the region, Papua New Guinea faces the impacts of climate change differently. The country has people living in the highlands region and as well as at the coastal region, and the customary lands are being given away to be used in certain ways that the indigenous people are actually moving forward and fighting for. So like Lucille Paru, she mentioned that the Motu Koitabuans are trying to get their customary land in a way where it helps to support themselves as well as people moving into their customary lands. This is Sineva Kasimani reporting for Pasifika TV.